Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we are back with the second of our three races at the Neo Classic competition, menu book number 43, and we're heading off to the Red Bull Ring for a track that we know in a car that we love. So hopefully we'll have another relatively easy race. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications of videos coming soon. If you like this one, please remember to hit the like button. And if you are a subscriber coming back for more, thank you ever so much for continuing to support my channel. So today we're at the Neo Classic competition, the Red Bull Ring. We've got 10 laps, as usual, to get from the back of the field to the front. We need third or higher, but obviously we're going to be aiming for first place. Now this Toyota Supra has been tuned up to just under the 800 limit. Let's just get through here. I've got the power setting set to 3 because we will need to worry about fuel and we will need to worry about tyres. But for now, I just want to weave my way through these back markers and make as many laps up as we can. We'll puff of smoke from one of the cars in front there, or a big jump over the curb by the yellow, is that Nissan in front of me? Yes it is. Go to the left of that one, so siding through these quite well at the moment, up to 10th already. Down inside of the McLaren for 9th, get it turned in, 3rd gear. Just running to the edge of the track, 4th gear, climbing up 3 gears, 5th. Let's just come down to the 4th, down the inside of this car here. I don't know which one that was, but it's the AMG. Getting on the back of this McLaren in front. We'll go around the outside. No, it's going to go, leave the door open, we'll go the inside. Muddling my words while I'm trying to concentrate on driving. Watching for my braking point here, 4th gear, turn in, let it run to the outside of the track. Down into 3rd for this one, just hug the inside of that corner and then up through the gears as we come up to complete lap number 1 of 10, and we're up to 7th already, and we've got a real gaggle of cars in front of us. Lots of cars together. Let's not take too much of that curb as it seems to be unsettling the cars in front. We'll take the Ford on the Mercedes on the left hand side. We'll take the Mazda on the left, and then we'll look at diving up. No, we won't dive up the inside of these. We'll just stay behind. We've got the Porsche in front, jumps over that curb. That unsettles him, gets me into the back of that car. We've got the Suzuki, which we'll do on the right hand side. So that's 2 off the back of that corner. We've got another car. Can we get this one on braking down the inside? I just decided to back out of that for the moment. Porsche is mighty fast. The thing with this track is there's no real huge long straights where these massive GT1 cars can really stretch their legs. For the Supra GT 500, it's really well suited around this track. And we are already up into 2nd place. And the 1st place car is right in front of us. Let's slow down, turn in. Is he going to go wide on the exit of this one? Can we go up the inside? No, he's going to cut my nose off, but we should be able to get down the inside with a slightly tighter line. That is 1st place done. The sky does look a little bit grey. I'm hoping now that there isn't any weather heading our way. If it does, we'll want to jump onto intermediates quick sharp, but I think we're okay for the moment. Now there is some weather in the radar, look. Let's just concentrate on what we're doing here. Don't take too much of that corner. It's that yellow lump. It's not quite a sausage, but that yellow lump on that 1st corner is the one that seems to be upsetting quite a few cars. So my advice is not to take too much of that corner. Oh, I've gone too deep. Too deep, trying to carry too much speed through there. Just keeping an eye on the weather for the moment. 4th gear through here. Just let it drift out to the right hand side. It's saying third gear for this corner. I'm going to leave it in fourth, just let that run round. It suits my driving style, just to leave the gear up on a lot of these corners one more than the game is suggesting very often. To get there again, fourth gear through there rather than third. Down into third for that one though, and then up through the gears. I do tend to stick one gear above the recommendation. So second gear for this corner. Again, coming down second on this one, I did actually choose. I broke a little bit early while I was talking there, but also got one eye on the weather map at the moment. We've got the sort of turquoisey blue is usually reasonably okay to race in. Once we start getting into the darker blue or the yellow and green, then we're going to need to start worrying. At the moment we are 17 seconds ahead of the cars behind. Again, this GT500 seems to be super quick around here. Just keeping an eye on what we're doing. One eye on the weather radar, one eye on braking zones, one eye on turning points. I've only got two eyes and there's a few more than that there. Racing, not thinking what I'm saying. Let's get this turned in. Basically, just eyes everywhere at the moment. Not too worried about the distance behind, but I am minded that there is some serious weather on that weather radar coming in. That doesn't look too clever at all. So I think at this moment in time, I really want to concentrate on getting as far into this race as we can. The question is, do I want to back off on refuel and try and go for another lap? Or just keep running? I might just keep running at this setting and just whoop, a little bit of a slide on the exit there. Just managed to catch it. Had a break in the weather. We're now heading into another turquoisey spot and loads of blue and the dreaded green area. So I'm expecting this rain to influence this race significantly. We are 30 seconds ahead of the car behind. This is on normal settings for this race. I think I should probably set it to hard. But I did check and I'm on normal at the moment. Let's just get this into the pits. What tyres? It's the tyres that is the quandary at the moment. I'm going to go intermediates. The racing mediums are wearing really well, but there is some serious weather coming in. I don't think it's enough for wets. You can see there on the screen that the rain is starting to come down. This car's pretty well planted. I love this GT500. I have raced this in the rain on intermediates in the past, and it runs pretty well in both the dry and the not so wet. I haven't really run on a really soaking track, so this is a bit of a gamble. Have we chosen the right tyres? We're completely fueled up, so fuel shouldn't be an issue with the power settings that we've got. Look at that weather. It looks like we're dancing around the really, really grotty parts of the weather right now. That pit stop has cost me a lot of time. It's 7-8 seconds to the car behind, but they're almost definitely going to have to pit too. And it looks like if we can get through this weather, it is going to clear. Are we going to be lucky at the Red Bull Ring? Oh, gone a bit deep there. It's a little bit slippery. Is that the track that's slippery, or is that me on the wrong tyres? Oh, deep again there, and into the gravel. Beginning to wonder whether I've made a poor tyre choice here. Might have been better to have stuck it out on the slicks and just taken it easy. We had a big enough wall, a big enough cushion. Sliding around now. Weather radar is heading into blue area, but there's not an awful lot of rain on the screen. Beginning to wonder whether I've made a mistake here. Oh, we've got rain coming down now. Rain seriously coming down now. That would not have been clever on slicks. What are the pack behind going to do? What if we pulled the distance out to let's just get all through this corner? Too deep again. Too deep again. Looks like some of these guys have been pitting. Let's just get on the inside of that one. Let's just get through these cars and then we'll take stock of where we are. The inside of the Peugeot. Oh, gone wide. Gone wide. Where is the Peugeot? Everybody's pitting now. Everybody's in. I'm assuming they're all going to be putting intermediate tyres on. Our intermediates are going to be a lap or so older than theirs. Oh, deep again. Got to stop sliding. This is not going to be doing my tyres any good, although looking at the tyre monitors, they are not wearing too badly at the moment, but you do not want to be sliding around too much. This is pretty wet at the moment. You can see the spray coming off the back of that Nissan. Relatively dry through here. A little bit slippery. But this part of the track will keep off the curbs. This little bit of the track isn't so bad. It looks like we're going to have to watch it when we get around the other side of the track. Looking at the spray off the car in front, looks like this is actually wetter than it looks. Looks like we might have a bit of a drying line, but just got to keep this together now. So 2 laps to run. Down into 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd for this one. Just watching the Supra in front sliding around up through the gears, back to the left of him. So I don't know what tyres he's on. I'm assuming Inces, he was slipping around a little bit, so we're going to slow down a little bit earlier. Beginning of the curve, just get it slowed down, get it turned in. 2nd gear, up over the top. Accelerate once we get it straight into 3rd, 4th, tyres slipping, 5th. This is still greasy out here. Up to 6th. Slow it down for this corner, being extra cautious now. I think cautious is the way to go. Just be really careful with the braking and the acceleration right now. Also the gear changes. Leave this one in 4th through here. Just leaving it in 4th. There we go. Oh, big slide on the curb. We took too much curb and we've gone around. Oh no! That's not what we wanted to do. We've got a massive lead to the cars behind, thankfully. But that just goes to show this track is still very wet, and getting up on these curves is not clever. Just a loss of concentration there for a moment. Need to beware of that for these last couple of laps that are coming up. So the track is definitely drying now. The weather is certainly moving away. Let's just try and keep this clean and tidy. Braking early. Down into this corner. 2nd gear. Just taking it easy, feathering the accelerator until we get it straight. Up through the gears. Could do the same for this one. Gonna brake early. Down through the gears. That's better. The cars behind are eating into our lead at the moment, but I'm not too worried about that. We've got a lap and a half to run, and I just want to take this relatively easy. There are points where I am quicker, and there are points where I am slower than the cars behind. We're just managing this one for the moment. Oh, just going a little bit wide on there. Managed to keep it out of the gravel. Fine line between pushing and just taking it easy. Down into third, over that curve, up into fourth. Short shifting a little bit here, fifth. Using all of the rev range now as we go down this straight. Vary the brake pedal at the beginning of the curve, down into second gear, getting it turned in. Just nipping the curve there. Once it's straight, we get back on the accelerator, up the third, fourth, up into fifth, up into sixth, back to using pretty much all of the rev range at the moment. Braking early, beginning of the curve there. Oh, a little bit of a slide under braking. Second gear up over the top. This is the final lap. This has been a little bit of a walk in the park again. The track is definitely drying out now, but these intermediate tyres are not feeling it at all. They're not wearing little bit. Braking is not quite as sharp as normal, so just having to adjust my braking just a little bit, but just taking it easy, no drama. Just taking it nice and easy around these corners. Got a clear 48 seconds to the car behind. We can have a spin, but we really don't want to do that. Just watch this curve, don't take too much of it. A little bit of a run off there, got away with that one. And take the inside of that one quite nicely. That dip settles down the car, and we've got a straight run to the line. And again, for the second race, a nice easy win, so much different to the previous menu book. 50 seconds ahead. This Supra GT 500 is just a stunning car. I love it, absolutely love it. So that's the second stamp in the book done. If you're following me along, thank you ever so much. Your participation in my journey is very much appreciated and valued. If not, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit the bell button for notifications of race number 3, which will be coming very, very soon. In the meantime, stay well, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care. Bye-bye.